Yep, I'm back. I didn't get much. I just got some clothes, that's really about it. No games I was interested in. Welcome everyone to WrestleMania! Hello Sean. We are live in Wembley Stadiums. Yeah, I went to Water Gardens. We are live in Wembley Stadium in the United Kingdom of London, England, for the biggest show of the year, WrestleMania. I'm Michael Cole, alongside Corey Graves, for calling the action for night one of WrestleMania. Dun, 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 no, Corey was not home. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the host of WrestleMania, John Cena! Lillian Garcia providing the ring announcements for tonight, and here he is, the host of WrestleMania, John Cena is here. The man who retired last season. And Cena is here. Welcome to WrestleMania! Wembley Stadium, make some noise! Cena, 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 Cena. One more match, one more match, one more match. I am honoring my retirement, so unfortunately, I am not gonna have one more match. This has been a long time coming. This has been a long time coming for all of you fans in the United Kingdom! I remember telling you people a few years ago that one day you guys will get a WrestleMania, and tonight you have got it! In words of what Patrick said earlier tonight on the pre-show, tonight is going to be a show that I feel like you people are going to remember for the next year to come. Out of my time as a competitor, the UK are the best fans to perform in front of, so thank you. But I'm out here. We are live on ESPN2. And I have a surprise for you all. Cena, Cena, Cena. Michael Cole, Corey Graves, you guys. No, do you guys notice the empty chair next to you? Yeah, yeah. Well, tonight there will be a special guest commentator who will be joining you guys for the rest of night one. Please welcome your special guest commentator. Who? WWE Hall Jim Ross! Ho-ho! Oh, it's good old JR! It's great, Boomer Sumer! It's great to see Jim Ross back! And Jim Ross will be joining us for night one as a special guest commentator. Hell yeah! Hello, Jim. Hello, guys. Boomer Sooner. Yeah, nice to see you. Nice to see you here, Jim. I hope you can keep up. Hope you can keep up with us. I will try my best. So now, let's get ready for our first match. And I'll take, and the rest is to you, the lovely Lillian Garcia. Ding, ding, ding. The following contest is for the WWE Women's Championship. Let's light it up. Light it tonight. Let's light it up. The shooting stars are burning up in the sky. Let's light it up. Light it tonight. Let's light it up. Let the diamonds will be shining in your eyes. And here comes AJ Lee and a bunch of school kids coming to the ring with her, skipping to the ring with. Oh, isn't this a cute little entrance for AJ Lee? A bunch of little girls skipping down the aisleway with her. Big match here for AJ Lee. It's been 6 seasons since AJ Lee last held a women's world title, and tonight she looks to finally break that curse here tonight. Do you think she can do it, Jim? Well, AJ Lee is a trailblazer of this women's division. Dun dun. Please over destroy Dominic. I have no idea what Triple H is thinking by having Dom win, but hey. And her opponent, she is the WWE Women's Champion, Candice LeRae. Well, Candice LeRae has held the WWE Women's Championship for 208 days. An impressive reign for Candice LeRae. Candice LeRae has definitely overcome all the obstacles. For over 20 years, she busted her ass to get to the spot she's in. So I can understand why Candice really wants to protect that spot. You have never called a Candice LeRae match, Jim. No, I have not. But I tell you this, Candice LeRae, I have had my tabs on her. She is a tremendous athlete. AJ Lee is a trailblazer. I was commentating during her rise up in WWE. I saw a lot of upside in that young girl, and she's gone on to become a true trailblazer of the women's division. And here we go, AJ Lee and Candice LeRae kicking us off here at WrestleMania. AJ Lee, AJ Lee, AJ Lee, AJ Lee. Wow, look at this arena. This arena, my God, Cole, have you ever seen an arena like this so packed? This is a sold-out arena. This is a sold-out arena. The fans in the UK bought these tickets when they heard WrestleMania was coming to Wembley Stadium. Those tickets sold out really, really fast. Well, the fans in the UK have been desperate. They wanted a WrestleMania in Wembley, and that's exactly what they're getting here tonight. Such a large fan base here. A lot of loyal fans here tonight. Candice LeRae is in control here. Now look at this. Now working on the back of AJ. Good strategy. AJ has had her fair share of injuries around the back area. So Candice LeRae clearly trying to work on the body part. That's work on AJ Lee's personal injury issues. And now AJ flies out of the ring, puts her body on the line. AJ Lee on top of the women's champion. These two ladies have had a lot of choice words to each other. Oh, look out. Oh, AJ went for a high-risk move. Oh, man. And Candice. Welcome back, old man. Your cat is sleeping on your bed. My cat never does that. Oh, and Candice with a kick right to the face. And AJ quickly kicks out. And now look at this. Oh, look at this. A little bit of insult to injury here. A little bit of insult to injury by Candice trying to use the Black Widow on AJ Lee. A little bit of insult to injury there. A little bit of insult to injury there by the champion. Candice LeRae trying to play mind games with AJ. AJ is the best when it comes to mind games. And Candice went for a step-up senton, but AJ avoids. Oh, and a spinning heel kick by AJ. To win the women's title and a kick out at 2. AJ has got to stay focused. Looking for the Black Widow, and she's got to stay focused. She's got to stay on top of her opponent. She cannot let Candice LeRae gain any kind of momentum. AJ's Black Widow attempts. Candice is a get. Candice is a get. Candice is a get. Shut up! Oh! And the fans in the UK calling Candice a git. And now Candice. Oh, look at this. And now the Candice escape. Locked in on AJ. Submission locked in. Is AJ Lee on the verge of tapping out? Will AJ Lee tap out to Candice escape? AJ trying to fight free, and she does so successfully. AJ's got a lot of heart. Oh, look out! Luther's press. Luther's press by AJ. She's about. Oh, and Candice again keeps AJ grounded, trying to. Great strategy by Candice. You don't have to like her, Cole, but you got to hand it to Candice. She has the right idea. Oh yeah, trying to keep AJ at bay, trying to prevent her from building any kind of momentum. And now AJ, whoa, swings from the ropes. A very innovative move by AJ. And now AJ builds momentum, heads up to the top rope. Big crossbody by AJ. AJ with a crossbody, and Candice just has to kick out. And now AJ. Oh, went for a big super kick. Oh, and an Inzaguri. An Inzaguri right to the face by Candice. And now Candice, look at this, putting her feet on the ropes, and the referee, hey, whoa! Put your feet off the ropes. Oh, Candice was trying to use the ropes for leverage. And now Candice screaming at the official. Candice LeRae screaming at the official. Oh, and AJ. And now AJ takes the advantage. And now AJ with the advantage. And now the Black Widow on Candice, she taps out. And AJ Lee is women's champion. Let's light it up, light it tonight. Let's light it up. Here is your winner and new WWE Women's Champion, AJ Lee, for the first time in 6 seasons. AJ Lee is back on top of the women's division. It has been over 6 seasons. What a big win for AJ as she celebrates. For the second time in her career, she can call herself WWE Women's Champion. The last time she held this title was when it was known as the Raw Women's title. Hi, James. Good to see ya. Hey, AJ. AJ Lee celebrates her hard-fought title victory over Candice LeRae. A hard-fought victory as AJ Lee continues to... I remember calling AJ's final match when she retired, and now she is champion. Big congrats to AJ Lee. But now the question is, can her husband CM Punk retain his world title in the main event against Aleister Black? We are live here at WrestleMania in the beautiful Wembley Stadium. The last time WWE was here at Wembley Stadium was 1992, where Bret Hart defended the Intercontinental Championship against the late great British Bulldog in the main event for the Intercontinental Championship, and that was the only time in history the Intercontinental Championship ever main evented a pay-per-view. And I'll tell you this, I remember that pay-per-view. It was one of the best wrestling matches of all time. Bret Hart and the British Bulldog put on a classic for all the fans in the UK. But now the fans in the UK are about to witness to another classic, as the United States Championship is about to be decided in a ladder match. Obafemi wants to prove that he is the ruler, and the best way to prove it, well, is to take out 5 different challenges in the Obafemi Open Challenge. Has Oba bitten off more than he could chew here, Cole? Here, Jim. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Yeah. Leon Slater's profile is pretty big. The following contest is a 6-man ladder match, and is for the United States Championship. Introducing first, from Sydney, Australia, the Protostar, Kyle Fletcher. I'm a big fan of Kyle Fletcher. I watched this kid when I was in the other company, and I'll tell you this kid has all the potential to be a huge star. I watched his rise in a different promotion. Absolutely, Kyle Fletcher has a big upside. He's got an attitude problem, but I'll tell you this is Kyle Fletcher's first WrestleMania, and I can tell you, Kyle Fletcher headed here tonight. He said that he said this is his first WrestleMania, and he says he's going to show the world why he calls himself the Protostar. And here comes the Viper, Randy Orton. And introducing next, from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 293 pounds, Randy Orton. It is amazing that Randy Orton is still wrestling at the best that he's ever been as he continues to draw closer and closer to his age. This man is still good for his age. Absolutely, Randy Orton is still at the peak of his popularity, and more importantly, JR, it just seems like he gets better the older he gets. Randy Orton has held the United States Championship once before. He came into WrestleMania one year as the US champ, but came out on the losing end of it. But tonight he looks to win the United States Championship. Randy Orton has only been in his few share of ladder matches. He was at the WrestleMania 23. He was at WrestleMania 23 was the last time Randy Orton was in a ladder match. I remember his days in Evolution when he was a rising star in this company. Randy Orton. Randy Orton has also had a TLC match against John Cena. That's good. And here comes the hometown kid. And introducing next, representing TNA, Leon Slater. A big opportunity for this young kid as Leon Slater at the age of 21. He calls himself the youngest in charge. Leon Slater at the young age of 21 making his WrestleMania debut. And I tell you this kid has it all. Oh boy. I agree, he's got it all, but so does this man. Also making his WrestleMania debut. And introducing next, he is the United States Champion, the ruler, Obafemi. You know, JR, I want your opinion on this man as he struts down to the ring. You know my opinion on Obafemi. He's the next big thing. He reminds me of a young Brock Lesnar who walked in with power, physique, and intimidation. But Obafemi has all the tools to be the next big thing, and I think we have definitely seen it over these last several months. Absolutely, Obafemi has all the tools it takes to be a future world heavyweight champion. But tonight, he becomes the first Nigerian born to defend the United States title at WrestleMania. Dun dun. Wrestling has more than one royal family. Down, 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 down. In my soul, every thought I've lost control. Through it all, they can't come over, see. Crowd is here, about to blow, waiting for me to start the show. All the candle lights go out for more. And introducing next, from Atlanta, Georgia, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Did you know that Cody Rhodes has never challenged for the United States Championship? Really? Well, he did. Well, actually, my incorrection. He did challenge for the United States title once when he was known as Stardust during the John Cena Invitational Open Challenge. That was the only time Cody Rhodes had ever challenged for the United States title. It's the only title that Cody Rhodes has never won. Cody Rhodes tonight looks to become a Grand Slam champion. Cody tonight looks to become a Grand Slam champion. Dun 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 dun. And introducing next from Air Scotland, Drew McIntyre. Well, here comes another man who has never held the United States Championship. Yeah, we got two guys in this match who have never won the United States title, and if they win it tonight, they'll hit the Grand Slam. But Drew McIntyre has had some major problems with Leon Slater from TNA. Yeah, Drew McIntyre has not been a fan of Leon Slater ever since he arrived to WWE, trying to make a name for himself here at the grandest stage of them all. Drew McIntyre is the reason Leon Slater is no longer the X Division champion. And here we go. And here we go. The ladder match is underway. And look at this. All these guys immediately going after each other. Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton immediately going right after each other. Well, Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton told each other on the pre-show, they said, look, it's every man for themselves. We may be friends, but we are all going to be fighting each other. Absolutely. This is a massive match. Well, Cody Rhodes trying to get a ladder early. Oh, look at this. This is a chaotic match. Yeah, this match is going to be absolute chaos. And now Randy Orton grabbing a ladder, bringing it into the ring. And now Obafemi now has Cody Rhodes. Oh man, back first. Obafemi. Oh, Randy Orton now climbing up. Climbing up the ladder. And oh man, nice move there by Slater. And now Kyle Fletcher going after Cody Rhodes. And now Cody Rhodes. Oh, nice move by Rhodes. And now Rhodes looking to set up the ladder. Rhodes and Drew McIntyre and Leon Slater going at each other's throats on the outside. Well, you knew Drew McIntyre was going to put a lot of his attention on Leon Slater. Oh, look at this now. Cody Rhodes trying to pull down the United States title, but Drew McIntyre stops him in his tracks. Oh, and a big powerbomb to Rhodes. Look at this. I like Randy's strategy, trying to keep Obafemi out of the match. Well, that's what he's got to do. Obafemi, he's the biggest threat in this match. He's the big threat in this entire match. So it makes perfect sense to go after the biggest and the baddest dog in the yard. Obafemi is manhandling both Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton on his own. Oh! Gotta hand it to him. That is impressive to manhandle both Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes on your own. Randy Orton continuing to fight with Obafemi on the outside. Oh, look out. Electric chair slam. Oh, and a Claymore kick. And now a big super kick. And now, and now the big man Obafemi back into the ring. Cody Rhodes getting dumped to the outside. This is going to be a long stream game, so I don't need the controller playing up right now. This is going to be a long stream, so I can't afford any of that kind of shenanigans. And now Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton fighting out right out here in front of us. Oh, and a pedigree. Cody Rhodes with a pedigree. Go back to TNA, Leon. Drew McIntyre continuing to put all of his focus on Leon Slater. Drew McIntyre defeated Leon Slater on Raw. He defeated Leon Slater on Raw. And look at this now. And now Oba Femi climbing the ladder. Oba Femi now looking to try and bring down the United States Championship. And Kyle Fletcher now. And now Drew McIntyre again turning his attention to Leon Slater. I think Drew McIntyre just wants to make sure that Leon Slater does not leave WrestleMania. Oh man! And there's that brainbuster by Kyle Fletcher. And now Randy Orton now. And now here comes Slater. Oh, look at this now. Slater, look at this! Oh, man! I thought he was about to put Cody through the table. I thought he was about to as well. Oh, man! What a move by Leon. And Oba Femi now. Manhandling Orton. Future Shock DDT by Drew. Drew McIntyre with a Future Shock DDT. And now Cody Rhodes comes back inside. And now McIntyre. Oh, went for the Claymore. Oh, and Orton. Orton with a neck breaker. Orton showing no favoritism, as Orton and Rhodes both said on the pre-show to each other. Look, we may be friends, but we're not going to be working together. And now Drew McIntyre looking to bring down. Oh, but Oba Femi stops it. Oba Femi stopping it dead in his tracks. And Rhodes takes a fall from grace. Rhodes takes a fall from grace. Who is going to be leaving this match as the United States Champion? I have no idea. This could be anybody's match. And Orton with the draping DDT. Oba's head bouncing off the ladder. Oba's head bounced off the ladder as well. That would definitely stun Oba Femi. I don't care how tough. I don't care how tough Oba Femi thinks he is. That would hurt. Oh, look at the power of Oba Femi now. And now Leon Slater looking to make history, looking to become the first TNA representative to win a WWE title. And crossroads to the outside, and Rhodes with a crossroads to the outside on Leon Slater. And now McIntyre. Oh man, almost thought he had it then. And Leon Slater now. Oh, and Slater takes out Orton. Is Slater about to do it? Is Slater about to make history? Leon Slater could be on the verge of making history, becoming the first TNA representative to win the United States title. Climb, kid! Climb the ladder! Make yourself famous, kid! Make yourself famous! Leon Slater could be on the verge of making history here tonight. Oh, and Kyle Fletcher! And Kyle Fletcher stops it! Oh, man! And a Grimstone Kyle driver. Leon Slater almost made history. Kyle Fletcher. Oh! man! Oh man! Obafemi, and now Obafemi now back into the ring. And Obafemi now back in the ring, cleaning out the competition. And Obafemi now cleaning out the competition. But everybody gets back up. Just when it looked like Oba was cleaning out the competition to potentially maybe climb the ladder to get the US title, everybody recovered and was able to put a stop to it. All these guys just beating the hell out of each other. All these guys want to be the United States champion, but how badly? It just shows you how badly these guys really want to be the champion. Oh, wait a minute now, Cody Rhodes! Cody Rhodes just dumped Orton to the outside. Look at Cody now slowly trying to climb up. Cody now exhausted. Cody's exhausted. And look at Drew and Leon trying to, Drew and Slater working together prematurely. And Femi, good grief! Oh! Who is going to leave this match as the United States champion? This is anybody's match. The fans are absolutely loving. The fans here in the UK are absolutely loving this United States Championship ladder match. And now Randy Orton. Wait a minute, Randy Orton. And he's got it. Randy's got it. Wow, Randy did it. Randy Orton has done it. And Randy Orton has won the United States Championship here at WrestleMania. Wow, what a match. Here is your winner and the new United States Champion, Randy Orton. What a match. What a ladder match. Randy Orton, for the second time in his career, can now call himself United States Champion. What a match. What a ladder match. Obafemi may have lost the United States title, but I'm telling you, there are bigger and better things coming for Obafemi. Oba looks a little disappointed, Oba does look disappointed, but he is not angry. A hard-fought victory for Orton as Rhodes and all the other men in this match put their hearts on the line in this match. And that ends the live broadcast on ESPN. Can you believe this? I am not on WrestleMania. I have 4 titles. I have four titles, and I'm not even on WrestleMania. What kind of joke is this? You're in that battle royal, Indy. You're in that battle royal. You're gonna be in that battle royal tomorrow night, Indy. Battle royal? I'm above that. I'm above above the Battle Royal. I should be out there fighting AJ Lee for her title. Or even better, I should be fighting Jamie Hayter for the Women's World Championship because the fans love me when I'm holding championship gold. You know what's even better, Indy? What? It's better that you are having a match on the pre-show in that Women's Battle Royal. You want to know why? So then that way you can take an early shower. Yeah, you know. You think you're funny, Ann? You think you and Vanessa, you both think you're real cute, huh? You both think you're real cute for trying to make fun of me, huh? Have an early shower? Please. I'm going to go on and win that Battle Royal. Because everybody knows that I'm Indy Hartwell. And Indy always wins. Indy always wins, huh? You really got lucky in that steel cage match if it wasn't for Maxine. I would have won even without her help. Because I'm Indy Hartwell and I've got all these titles. And I always win. If you always win, prove it on Raw. Prove it on Raw next Monday. I'll be more than happy to beat your ass. If that's what you want so badly, and then that's exactly what you'll get. I see. Dun 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 dun. I bring the swag, not the propaganda, I said it yet, and I got it, yeah. Well, that's typical Indy Hartwell, always finding something to complain about. Man, what has happened to Indy Hartwell? The last time I remember seeing her, she was likable, she was smiling, she was always so likable. Oh, JR, that Indy Hartwell has long gone. She's become very, very arrogant. Arrogant is the correct word to describe her, Graves. She's got 4 titles. She's got 4 different titles. She's become more of a belt collector. Reminds me of somebody else. The following contest is for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Making their way to the ring, the challengers, the team of Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits. I see, Isabel. Oh, the Street Profits have chance to win some tag team gold here tonight as they take on Omega Strong Style, Kenny Omega, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Guitarist playing Shinsuke Nakamura to the ring. It was that same guitarist that played Shinsuke Nakamura to the ring at WrestleMania 34 when he battled AJ Styles for the WWE title. Oh yeah, that. And their opponents, the team of Kenny Omega and Shinsuke Nakamura. Omega strong style. I'll tell you this, Omega and Nakamura have proven themselves to be quite the formidable tag team. Probably not. Depends, I guess. This is going to be a hard-hitting tag team matchup. This is going to be a hard-hitting tag team matchup. These two teams did battle once for the tag team titles on Raw. There was an epic clash. Collingwood versus the Melbourne Demons. There was an epic clash back. There was an epic clash then. Oh! Omega with a clubbing blow. Tag made to Nakamura. What would a victory mean for the Street Profits here tonight at WrestleMania? JR, how does it feel to call a Kenny Omega match again? It feels great. It's been a long time since I've called a Kenny Omega match. Kenny Omega is easily one of the best wrestlers in the world. Oh, look at this. And now the Street Profits. Oh, nice move. The Street Profits with a nice tag team move takes down Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura is also a very talented young man. What did I think of it? It was a good game. That's what I think of it. I'm not upset about it. It's like I said, I don't take football seriously as much as my brother does. I was trying to see if any of the AFL games were lurking around in the pre-owned section on the PS4, because if there was, I definitely would have gone out of my way to get one, but I checked in the pre-owned section because that's usually where you would usually find a lot of the older games that aren't really played anymore, in the pre-owned section, but unfortunately they didn't have any around. They didn't have any, which is a little bit unfortunate because if there was one lying around somewhere in the pre-owned area, I probably would have gone to get it. Submission now. Funny enough, I did see the AEW game in the pre-owned section. It was about $24. I was just like, ha! The AEW Fight Forever game's in there. And now Kenny Omega building mode, and now Omega firing back. Kenny Omega is one of the best wrestlers in the world, and seeing him here at WrestleMania is a treat. Yeah, Kenny Omega has had some pretty big moments at WrestleMania. He's had some pretty big moments at WrestleMania. Dawkins now in trouble. Dawkins found himself in a little bit of trouble there, but Ford was able to save it. Sky high, and Dawkins takes him down with a sky high, and now Dawkins makes the tag to Montez Ford. And And Nakamura breaks it up. And Nakamura able to make the save for his partner. Oh, V-trigger. Kenny Omega delivers a V-trigger and then makes the tag out to Nakamura. And now Nakamura charges towards his opponent, but Montez able to counter. Montez with a great counter. Tag made. Tag made. No, I can't get any Switch 2 games. And now Dawkins. And now Dawkins. Oh, and Dawkins with the silence. That could be it to win the tag team gold. And Nakamura kicks out at 2. Oh, very close. Very, very close. This is indeed tag team wrestling. Oh, look out. And Montez Ford now in trouble. And now Nakamura with a Kinshasa. Nakamura with the Kinshasa. Takes down Ford. Oh, and Dawkins. See you, Dawkins, bye. Dawkins goes bye-bye. Oh, look at this. And now Omega has Ford. One wing angel. And the champs retain. I was at Walmart the other day and Tekken 8 was on the discount rack. Here are your winners and still WWE Tag Team Champions, Kenny Omega and Shinsuke Nakamura. Big win for Shinsuke Nakamura and Kenny Omega as they celebrate their tag team. Oh, from behind, what the? It's Legado del Fantasma. Legado del Fantasma from behind. Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro attacking the tag team champions. Santos Escobar and Flamar with them as well. And look at this. And Escobar and Flamar just took out the Street Profits. Looks like Legado del Fantasma are making a statement here at the expense of the Raw Tag Team division. And they've just taken out the tag team champions. We are Legado del Fantasma. Legado del Fantasma have just laid out the Raw Tag Team champions. I tell you this, Cole, if these guys ended up becoming a part of Monday Night Raw, this is going to be a huge get for Daniel Bryan. Santos Escobar, Flamar, and Wilde and Del Toro making a statement. Viva Mexico! A huge statement made by Legado del Fantasma. And there's Joe Hendry struggling his guitar. He says he has a live performance planned. We know he has his live performance planned, but maybe Corey was upset. Of course Corey was upset. When is he ever not upset? I understand being sad that your team loses, but again, he just takes it so seriously. But as Joe Hendry prepares for his live performance, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, Jon Moxley will take on Chris Reigns. And I tell you this much, Chris Reigns has to beat Jon Moxley. Because if he defeats Jon Moxley, Moxley said that he will end the Death Riders once and for all. He says he will put an end to the Death Riders if he loses, because that was Chris's agreement. But if Chris Reigns fails to beat Mox, then Chris has to be a part of the Death Riders. It's either the Death Riders gain a new member, or the Death Riders die. This rivalry culminates here tonight at WrestleMania. Ground. The following contest is set for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Death Riders, from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 230 pounds, Jon Moxley! While his wife Renee Young will also be in action against Sky Lynch in a last woman standing match. Well, Moxley tonight looks to try and add a new member to the Death Riders, while Chris Reigns plans to put an end to it. Dun 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 dun. Oh, Chris is the one. And his opponent from Melbourne, Australia, weighing in at 257 pounds, Chris Reigns. Chris Reigns making his way to the ring to a remix of his theme song. Well, Chris Reigns heads to the ring with pride on the line. He must win, otherwise he will join the Death Riders. It's do or die tonight for Chris Reigns. I've seen Jon Moxley, the things that he was able to do in the other promotion I work for, but I'll tell you this. Jon Moxley is as what his old nickname used to be, a lunatic. He will always do the most insane things to his own body. Yeah, the things that Moxley does to his own body is, in my opinion, crazy. But that is just how Jon Moxley has always operated throughout his entire career. Well, let's not forget about last season's WrestleMania. When Chris Reigns was at WrestleMania last season, he became the world heavyweight champion, defeating MJF. It was the biggest crowning moment of Chris's career, and he sacrificed his main event push. What if Chris joins the Death Riders? Would Sky Lynch have to join them also? I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. I am not entirely sure about that. Wade. I'm pretty sure it's only just Chris that Jon Moxley wants, but I'm pretty sure he might convince Sky as well. I can make you better. Oh, and a big sidewalk slam by Moxley. I can make you better if you join the Death Riders. And Daniel Bryan wanted to make sure there would be no outside shenanigans. Daniel Bryan said that Ivar and Eric, the War Raiders, were banned from ringside. They were allowed to participate in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at the start of on the pre-show, but that was about it. They are not allowed to interfere in this matchup between Chris Reigns and Jon Moxley. Oh, another big Samoan drop. Yeah, Daniel Bryan wanted to make sure there was no outside shenanigans. He wants this rivalry to end fair and square. Moxley is a multi-time world champion, not just here in WWE, but also elsewhere. He's also won his fair share of New Japan championships. Oh, and a big running powerbomb to Chris Reigns. It's for him to join the Death Riders, but Chris able to kick out. I can make you greater. With my help, I can make you WWE champion. And Moxley now in control. Moxley's talking reminds me a lot of Roman Reigns. Absolutely. Moxley trying to convince himself. Oh, and Chris avoids. And now Chris into the corner. And, oh man, went for a big Superman punch. He went for a Superman punch. And now it gets rolled up to join the Death Riders. Oh man, oh man, that was close. That could have ended badly for Chris. That could have ended badly for Chris. Otherwise he would have been wearing the Death Riders outfit. Oh, look at this. Moxley now sticking a pile driver. Chris rolls up Mox, and now Moxley counters it. Oh, look at this, and now a back and forth pin. Back and forth pin attempts. Oh man, Moxley was just laying in wait. Oh, look out. And now look at this. And now look at Chris. And now look at this now with a guillotine. Chris now trying to choke out John. Trying to choke out Moxley. And now Moxley with an elbow. And now Moxley with another one. And now Moxley. Oh man. And Moxley builds momentum. Yeah, I just had KFC. That's about it. Yeah, that's really all I had for lunch. And now Chris. And now Moxley claiming this is going to be the end. But Chris escapes and hits the spear. The acknowledgement to end the Death Riders. Oh, so close. Oh, that was close. Chris Reigns almost put an end to the Death Riders. That could have ended it. But Chris Reigns could not put Moxley away. We were only half a count away from the death of the Death Riders. Oh, man. Big Samoan drop off the top by Chris to put Moxley away, to put an end to the Death Riders. But Moxley holds on again. I was already a part of the 30s club when I turned 30 last year. And now Moxley sees his opportunity and now turns the tide. And now Mox, oh man, and now Moxley just hammering away on Chris. Oh, and now Chris fights back. And now Chris fighting back. And now Chris. Chris now with his last gasp. Do you think this could be Chris's last gasp? I think this very well could be his last real chance to put Moxley away here. Big Superman punch. Takes down Mox to put an end to it. To put an end to the Death Riders. And Moxley kicks out again. And Moxley just barely able to kick out of two. And now, look at this. And now going for the spear. And now goes for the spear. Moxley counters. Oh, and there's the Death Rider. There it is. It's over. Chris Reigns about to join the Death Riders. Oh, and Chris kicks out. Oh, my God. Chris kicked out. Chris kicked out of the paradigm shift. And Moxley can't believe it. The look on Moxley's face tells you the story. He is livid. Now look at Moxley. Look at Moxley stomping away on Chris. Look at this. Wait a minute. Is Moxley mocking Roman Reigns, looking for a spear. Chris out of nowhere with a spear on Mox. Death Riders be damned, and Chris wins. Here is your winner, Chris Reigns. Death Riders are now no more. The Death Riders are officially no more. Chris Reigns has survived Mox and has finally put this long-standing rivalry behind him. Chris has just rid WWE of the Death Riders. What will the future of Jon Moxley, Renee Young, and the War Raiders be now, since they now all have to go their separate ways? What a match! Chris Reigns is now 2-0 at WrestleMania. Last season he beat MJF, and now this season he's beaten Jon Moxley. Chris Reigns is undefeated at WrestleMania. That felt good. Get some Coke down my throat. I haven't had a drink all day because when I got my food, they didn't give me a drink, the stupid idiots. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. Dun dun. I believe in Joe Hendry. As we London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico, they say, I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. JR, I've got one question to ask you. What's that? Do you believe in Joe Hendry? I do believe. Wave your hands from side to side and say, Oh, I believe in Joe Hendry. Sit down, Cole. Joe Hendry is so prestigious. Wave your hands from side to side and say, well, I believe in Joe Hendry. It's Joe Hendry. He's so prestigious. One. We believe, we believe, we believe. Wembley Stadium, London, England. I have one question for all of you. Do you believe in Joe Hendry? Also, I want to personally welcome back good old JR Jim Ross. Do you believe in Joe Hendry? Good old JR. I do believe. That's great to hear. But tonight, I'm going to give you guys a special WrestleMania concert. But I can't do it alone. So tonight, I have a very huge special guest that will join me in this Joe Hendry special concert. Please welcome. She's a music icon down under. She's a music icon from down under. She came very close. She's a very popular musician, and she's also very well known for being a coach on The Voice. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the beautiful Delta Goodrum! Hey! What? Wow! The hot musician from Australia and one of the coaches from the Voice. Oh, this is gonna be good. Hi, Joe. Now, Delta, I know you don't know the words to the song, but I need your but with your beautiful voice, I think together we could give these fans a special song. Can we do the song where we call Kelly a bitch? I would do that, but there's another song I want. There is another song I want to do, and I know he doesn't work here anymore, but I still want to do the song anyway because it's one of my favorites. Try and keep up. Dun, dun. Respect to the ruler. Oh, I love this song. Oh no, I acknowledge the OTC. But if Daniel Bryan, if you're listening, can you change one thing for me? That's Logan Paul. Paul, can we fire Logan Paul? Fire Logan Paul. Paul. Paul, can we fire Logan Paul? Logan Paul. Oh, thank God. What the hell is he doing out here? Thank God. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. What the hell is the WWE Speed Champion Sami Zayn doing out here? Is this really what WrestleMania has become? This is what WrestleMania has become. Go away, go away, go away, go away. We really have time to waste on this? An Elias first WrestleMania. Show respect to Mutiny. You see, Joe Hendry, you're nothing more than a knockoff of Elias. And as for you, Delta, you're only invited to these shows because the boss thinks you're hot. If you weren't from the same country as our boss, I guarantee he wouldn't give a flying toothpaste to the hell you are. Callie is a bitch. Callie is a bitch. Callie is not a bitch. Shut up and listen when Sami Zayn is talking. You know, Delta, whenever people talk about you and your music, people always talk about how great your music is. And you know, I decided to download one of your albums. And I had to listen to your music, Delta, and I gotta be honest with you. Your music sucks! Why, oh why would anyone want to take their time out of their day to listen to your music is beyond me. There are better musicians out there, especially that Bulgarian girl that beat you in that tournament. Oh. You know, if you're so good, you would have won that. My music sucks. My music sucks like how you've never won a world title. Oh. You're lucky you're a girl. You know, Delta, you're lucky you are a woman. Because if you weren't a woman, I would have punched you in the face. Because you see, I'm a real man. I'm a real man, and I'm such a good guy. I'm such a good guy, I'm not gonna hit you. Because good people don't strike women. No, you're not a good guy. You're an asshole. You are an asshole. You are an asshole. You are an asshole. Ashley and Jesse are good people, just like me. Now, Delta, get the hell out of this ring. When you are a ride or die, where are my ride or die Sami Zayn fans at? Because a real ride and die Sami Zayn fans would know that Delta sucks as a musician. Oh! Delta Goodrum just slapped Sami Zayn in the face! You little... Oh! And Joe Hendry just smashed his guitar over the head of Sami Zayn! You don't do that to Sami Zayn! Joe Hendry just flattened Sami Zayn with his guitar, and now Joe Hendry lifts Sami Zayn up, and there it is, the standing ovation, and the WWE Speed Champion, a Mutiny representative, just gets humiliated here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Delta Goodrum, everyone! Say he's... Wave your hands from side to side and say, wave your hands from side to side! Well, Joe Hendry and Delta Goodrum may have got the last laugh on Sami Zayn, but I'll tell you this. I think Sami Zayn is going to report back to Kelly about the ultimate humiliation that he just got being slapped by a woman. Well, now it's time to turn our attention back to the wrestling as we get ready for a big match. Renee Young and Sky Lynch are about to settle the score once and for all. Just like with Chris Reigns and Moxley earlier, tonight this is the culmination of a rivalry that has gone on for almost a year. Sky Lynch had 9 months of her career taken away from her by the Death Riders. Almost a year ago. No! Don't do it! Ding, 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 ding. I feel like Sky's career, I think Sky, I don't think you will ever recover from this injury. I think you may have no choice but to retire. Renee, you don't know what it's like hearing doctors tell you at 27 years old to retire from something that you love. You and your husband took 9 months of my career away. I was paralyzed for 2 months after what you did to me. I lost 9 months of my career. 9 months that I cannot get back, thanks to Renee and John. I retired Sky Lynch. She's never coming back. 9 months later, Royal Rumble, Season 13. Anything you wanna do. Oh my God, it's Sky Lynch. Look at the look on Renee's face. And Sky Lynch is back. And Sky Lynch goes right out to Renee Young and eliminates Renee. Sky Lynch eliminated Renee, but she also eliminated herself. Sky Lynch didn't care about winning the Rumble. She just wanted to get her hands on Renee Young. Renee, at WrestleMania, we are going to end this once and for all. Last woman standing. At WrestleMania, I'm going to retire Sky Lynch once and for all. I'm going to make sure that I beat her so badly she will never get back. She will never wrestle again. This long rivalry that has escalated for over a year will now culminate at WrestleMania. The following contest is a last woman standing match. Making her way to the ring, Renee Young. Renee Young did win the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal last season, but this season Renee Young competes for the first time ever on the main card of WrestleMania. JR, what are your thoughts on seeing Renee Young as an in-ring performer? You know, I've watched her during her day. You know, I've watched her doing a lot of interviews over my years, and Never in my wildest dreams I ever thought I'd see this woman competing in a wrestling ring, but she's proven that she can do it. And her opponent from Melbourne, Australia, Sky Lynch. This is the second time in Sky's career she'll be competing at WrestleMania. The first time she competed at WrestleMania was back in Season 8 when she was the NXT Women's Champion, and she was defeated by Tessa Blanchard when she lost the NXT Women's Championship. Well, Sky Lynch will be looking to finally get a win here at WrestleMania. Well, it's not going to be easy. Renee Young is not going to make this easy for Sky Lynch, I can tell you that. Sky Lynch. Sky Lynch. Sky Lynch. Sky Lynch. Sky Lynch. Shut up! And here we go, last woman standing underway. What on earth are these two women going to do to each other? This has become a really personal rivalry. And Sky Lynch takes this to the outside. Well, you knew these two were not going to stay in the ring for very long. Oh, yeah, you knew these two were not going to stay in the ring for very long. And look at Sky. And now Sky Lynch now on the barrier, jumps off the barricade. Oh, Sky putting a lot of impact in, putting in a lot of impact. Oh, Sky gets on the barricade again and jumps off it. Sky putting in a lot of hard hitting attacks early, and Renee Young brings this back inside the ring. This is last woman standing. Pinfalls and submissions are not relevant in this match. The only way to win is to incapacitate your opponent to the point where they cannot answer the count of 10. Sky Lynch watched Chris Reigns emerge victorious earlier, putting an end to the Death Riders. And now Sky Lynch now obviously wants to punish Renee Young for her sins. Oh my goodness! Sky Lynch wants to make Renee Young pay for her sins, but Renee Young fights. Did you like that one teacher in Harry Potter's second year, Lockhart? I thought he was lame. Lockhart was an idiot. Lockhart was just a fraud. He was a fraud. No, I didn't like him. I thought he was very stupid. I completely agree. He was pretty lame. Snape beat him easy. Yeah, he did. But remember, everyone thought Snape was an evil teacher because he was in Slytherin. Because remember, you're considered evil if you're in Slytherin. Weirdly enough, I used to have Harry Potter cards as a kid. It might have been because of an old chessboard game I used to have, I think. And Renee Young now in control, and Renee Young, oh man, dropping Sky on her head. Sky's head whiplashing off that kendo stick. Sky's head bounces off that kendo stick, and now Sky finds herself in trouble. And now Sky gets back up at a count of 6. Oh, Sky able to get back up. And now Renee Young is now the one down and out. And now Sky with a baseball bat. And now Sky with a baseball bat. What is Sky planning now? I have no idea, but it's obviously not going to be good. Oh, man! She just threw that baseball bat at Renee. Oh, man! And Sky throwing the steel steps. Oh, look out. And now look at this, now a submission. Sky Lynch with a disarmer, shades of Becky Lynch. Renee Young is tapping, but remember, submissions don't matter. Submissions do not matter in a last woman standing match. And now Sky. And now Sky looking for the fallen Sky. And look out! On the floor! And Renee Young with the dirty deeds on the floor. Renee Young with dirty deeds on the floor. Renee Young has turned the tides of this match. Renee Young with a brutal dirty deeds on the floor. Sky's head bouncing off the concrete. And now Sky and Renee Young trading blows. And now these two women. And now these two women trading blows. Renee Young and Sky throwing haymakers at each other. How far are these two women willing to go? Oh, come on, that was on it. That was on the yellow. That was on the yellow game. Don't cheat me. And now, oh no, not again. Oh man, looking to do it again on the kendo stick. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, and Sky Lynch just took out Renee Young. And this time it's Renee's head. And this time it's Renee's head who bounces off the kendo stick. And Sky Lynch is last woman standing. Anything you wanna do. Here is your winner. She is the last woman standing, Sky Lynch. Sky Lynch emerges victorious. And Sky Lynch finally gets her long overdue revenge on Renee Young. It was long overdue, but Sky Lynch has done it. She can now finally put the past behind her. And now she and Chris Reigns can now put the Death Riders behind them permanently. Probably the best defense against the Dark Arts teacher was obviously the one in Goblin Defire, but that was only because it was actually Barty Crouch pretending to be, what's his name? Mad Eye Moody, that's his name, Mad Eye. Only because it was Barty Crouch pretending to be him. Oh yeah, Lupin was good too. He was the one that taught the Expecto Patronum. Ridiculous! Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we're about to determine the Women's United States Champion. We're about to crown our first ever Women's United States Champion. The CEO, Patrick Ballantine, is out here, and he will present the title to the winner of this matchup. I tell you this, Patrick has been very invested in this match. He will present the United States title to the winner of this match. Hi Patrick, great to see you. Hello, good old JR. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest at this time, Thea Hale. Thea, you look very nervous as you prepare for the biggest match of your career and also your WrestleMania debut. Jackie? Kathy? Callie? Yeah, this is Kathy. Sorry. Kathy, yes. I am incredibly nervous as I prepare for my WrestleMania debut. But my win tonight will be dedicated to all of Chase U and, of course, Mr. Chase. Roxy, you may be the prodigy, but after WrestleMania, you will no longer be the chosen one. Eyes up until they all fall down. Eyes up tonight, eyes up tonight. Prodigy. Dun, 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 dun. The following contest is to determine the inaugural Women's United States Champion. Introducing first, she is the prodigy, the chosen one, and the face of Netflix, Roxanne Perez. Eyes up until they all fall down. Well, Roxanne has had her fair share of WrestleMania matches here. I will never forget the one in season 11 where Roxanne Perez lost to Nessa when she was the Women's World Champion. Well, Roxanne looking at the Women's US title, preparing to win it for the first time in her career. I am a grown-ass woman. I break me down, I do break this dirty body. And her opponent, Thea Hale. Thea Hale making her WrestleMania debut. I see, Isabel. Thea Hale making her WrestleMania debut, and tonight she says she dedicates this victory to all of Chase U and, of course, Andre Chase. The Women's United States title on the line. We're about to crown the first ever champion. The title being lifted up. Thea Hale said that she has admitted that she's very nervous in her first WrestleMania. Thea Hale and Roxanne Perez have had many matches before in the past. They've had their fair share of battles even in NXT. They've had their fair share of battles in NXT over the NXT Women's Championship. Not only tonight, the United States title's on the line, but also Roxanne's rights as the chosen one has also been put up for grabs, which Roxanne Perez has shown she is not a fan of that she has to fight for that right as well. Oh, a little bit of wasteland action, shades of me. Yeah, little shades of Wade Barrett there with that wasteland. And now Roxanne Perez from behind. And look at this, Roxanne from behind, trying to win the US title here. Brats like you don't become the chosen one. Oh! And Thea Hale fighting back. And Thea Hale tossing Roxanne. Thea Hale has not backed down from Roxanne Perez. She came close to winning the Netflix title. But Thea Hale has been very impressive this season. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thea has been very impressive this season, which is why she's got a chance to make history here tonight and become the first Women's United States champion. And now top rope time. Frog splash by Hale. Frog splash by Perez, excuse me, to become the first Women's United States champion, and Hale kicks out. And now Perez. And now, Perez with a Page turner. Little bit of a tribute there to Page. And a kick out by Hale. We've only got about, I think, 2 more matches to go after this. So, I think 2 more. We've still got a couple more to go after this. And now Thea trying to utilize her athleticism, and Roxanne kick to the gut. And there's the DDT. She calls that the Prodigy DDT. And now look at this. Look out, wrestles Hale down, and there's the Prodigy lock. The Prodigy lock locked in on Thea. The Prodigy lock locked in on Thea. If Thea Hale taps out, Roxanne Perez becomes the inaugural Women's United States champion. Thea, tap! Thea Hale struggling. Thea Hale struggling hard. She's trying to fight the pain. Thea Hale trying to fight through the pain. Can Thea Hale fight through the pain? And she does. Thea Hale fights out. Thea Hale fights out of the pain and into the neck breaker. Went for a senton. German suplex by Perez to become the inaugural United States champion. And a kick out again. You can see the frustration on Roxanne's face. The frustration is starting to show. Thea Hale is not willing to die here at WrestleMania. Wait a minute, looking for the pop rocks. Was looking for pop rocks, and wait a minute! The Kimura lock locked in! Kimura locked in! Is Roxy gonna tap out? She does! Thea Hale is the inaugural US champ! Thea Hale is the inaugural United States champion! Here is your winner, and the inaugural Women's United States champion, Thea Hale. Thea Hale with a big WrestleMania win. And Patrick Ballantine presents the Women's United States title to Thea Hale. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you. You deserve it. And Patrick giving Thea a big old hug. Thea Hale is the youngest, the first and the youngest Women's United States champion. A big congrats to Thea Hale. A huge WrestleMania moment. Yu-Gi-Oh! Content creator Alex Chemo passed away at 32 following colon cancer. Colon cancer. That's sad. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is one of the more bigger matches on the card tonight. Isabel and Kalani Jordan team up, known as the Standouts, and they take on the Women's Tag Team Champions, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Isabel has become obsessed with wanting to defeat Liv Morgan, but she has a chance to do it tonight. I'm here with the Women's Tag Team Champions, Liv Morgan and Raquel. Hi, Stevie. Raquel, Liv, coming up. The two of you are about to take on Isabel and Kalani Jordan with your titles on the line. Liv, are you at all worried as you head into this match? No, not really. You wanna know why? You wanna know why I'm not worried? Because I have a 100% win ratio against Isabel. I have a 100% win rate against Isabel. She's never beaten me. And I know the last time Raquel and I came into Mania as champions, we lost. But tonight, that changes. That's right, Chica. We plan to retain these titles, and we're going to beat Kalani and Isabel at WrestleMania. And we're going to prove, and I am going to prove once and for all, that Isabel can never beat me, because I am no stranger to danger. And also, I want to dedicate this match to Patrick Ballantine. I want to thank him so much for sitting with me at the Hall of Fame ceremony while Isabel was having a good old time with little old dirty Dom. So, tonight, Raquel and I, we plan to leave as champs. Let's go. The following contest is for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Introducing first the challengers, being accompanied by Jade Cargill, the team of Kalani Jordan and Isabel, the Standouts. Well, what is your opinion on this new version of Isabel, JR? I never thought someone so sweet and innocent like Isabel could ever become mean. That's my first initial thought. Bite me, bite me. I feel like bad decisions, they just wanna bite. I feel like bad decisions, but they just wanna bite. Trouble, trouble, that's me. Cherry lips of 5 every G's. Did just wanna say it twice, but I'll just give it to you one night. I feel like bad advice. And here comes Liv Morgan with her little dance club. Would you call them a dance club? I don't know what the hell they're supposed to be. But Liv Morgan, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions. Liv Morgan staring into the eyes of her arch rival. Dun, 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 La Ruda, dun, 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 La Mas Ruda. And here comes her tag team partner. And her tag team partner, she's the other half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Big Mama Cool, Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez makes her way to the ring as she and Liv Morgan look to retain their tag team gold. Well, they mentioned it that the last time that they were here at WrestleMania, they did not successfully retain their tag team titles. They lost them to Ann and Vanessa last season, but they want to rectify that this season. But the question is, can they? This new version of Isabel, I can tell you this much. I like it. I like this new Isabel. The smiling, the happy-go-lucky old Isabel is gone. Well, I'll tell you this. I can promise you this. Isabel has become more obsessed with Liv Morgan over these last several months. What do you mean obsessed? Liv Morgan has been the one that's been obsessed with Isabel's boyfriend Patrick for the longest time. Yeah, and what is Isabel doing? She's now hanging out with Dirty Dom, mainly as a way to and she's mostly doing it just to try and get under the skin of Liv Morgan. She's more hanging out with Dom just to try and get under Liv Morgan's skin. Oh! Come on, Kalani! Well, Dirty Dom is not out here in this matchup because he was a part of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Oh! The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal was won by Royce Keys. Big congratulations to Royce Keys on his first big major accomplishment in WWE. He last eliminated Gunther to win the whole thing. Oh. And now, oh, look at this. Go into the corner. Tag made to Isabel now. And, oh, man. What are you looking at? Huh? What are you looking at? Oh, look at this now. And, oh, look at this. And Liv Morgan and Isabel with a cheap shot to Liv Morgan. Isabel with a cheap shot to Liv Morgan. As Raquel Rodriguez now gets beaten down by Isabel and Kalani. Oh. Isabel staring into the eyes of her arch nemesis. Tag made again to Kalani Jordan. And Kalani stopping Raquel dead in her tracks. Raquel seemingly trying to make the tag. Raquel now getting beaten down here. Oh yeah, she's clearly trying to make the tag to Liv Morgan, but Kalani and Isabel doing a good job of keeping Raquel at bay. Yeah, they're doing a fantastic job keeping Raquel at bay, trying to stop her from ever tagging in Liv Morgan. Oh, and now Raquel trying to fight back. And now Raquel now trying to fight back. And now look at Isabel now. And look at Isabel off the top. And Liv Morgan again trying to run. Liv Morgan again was trying to make the tag. But Kalani and Isabel again stopped the tag. Yeah, this is a great strategy. Just keep Liv Morgan away. And Raquel now Raquel takes down Isabel. Oh, look out. Oh, and Raquel with a big slam. And Raquel with a big slam. Tag made. And here comes Liv. And Isabel and Liv now finally going blow to blow. And now these two longtime rivals now finally coming to blows. Isabel did not want to tag in Kalani. She let Isabel come in. Isabel let Liv come in, and now these two arch rivals coming to blows. Morgan rolls up Isabel, and Isabel holds on. I hate you, Liv. You've ruined my life long enough. And now Isabel, look at this. Oh man, Isabel with a flipping lariat. With that flipping lariat, Isabel's claiming that Liv Morgan has ruined Isabel's life. And now look at this. Oh, and Raquel now. And Kalani, and now Kalani Jordan now. Oh, look at this. Isabel now with a sharpshooter on Morgan. Sharpshooter on Morgan. Isabel's variant of a sharpshooter locked in on Liv. Is Liv going to tap out? Will Isabel finally have an honor? Will Isabel finally have the honor of defeating Liv? Oh, but Liv manages to get out. And now Liv Morgan manages to get free of Isabel's submission. Knee to the face. Calls that the Jersey code. Knee to the face. And Isabel Isabel kicks out. And now, oh, DDT. And Liv Morgan now in big trouble here. And now Isabel. Oh! And now Isabel senses victory. And now Isabel senses victory. And now it is now trouble time here. Glamour is forever. Oh, wait a minute! What? Oh my God! Oh my God! No! Kalani and Raquel are down and out on the outside. Isabel can't believe it. It's Blake Monroe. We haven't seen Blake Monroe since Isabel smashed her face through the mirror. And Owen Monroe takes out Cargill. Oh no. Oh no, and Cargill gets taken out. Isabel realizing now, I think her past is about to come back and haunt her. I'm sorry, Blakey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Blakey. I didn't mean to. Come on, no. Look at this. Blake Monroe. Isabel begging for mercy. She wants no part of Blake Monroe. And now Liv Morgan. And now Liv Morgan now staggering back to her feet. And now Liv Morgan staggering back to her feet now. And oh my God! Oh my God! Wait a minute! And Blake Monroe, glamour shot to Liv! You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me! Finish her, Isabel. Wait. Oh, wait a minute. And now Isabel. Heads up. Isabel heading up to the top rope. Liv Morgan is in position. The shooting star. The shooting star. And Isabel pins Liv Morgan. Here are your winners and new WWE Women's Champions, Isabel and Kalani Jordan. I can't believe what we've just seen. Blake Monroe just helped Isabel win. Why? Why did Blake help Isabel after everything Isabel did to her? Blakey! These fans in London can't believe it. Blake Monroe has just turned heel and helped Isabel win. It seems like the standouts have just got themselves a glamorous new ally to their ranks. I finally beat you, Liv! I finally beat you! Isabel has finally defeated Liv Morgan. Man, I can't believe that. What a shocking turn of events. Blake Monroe, we thought Blake was coming back to get revenge on Isabel, but then Blake would attack Liv Morgan. Blake would take out Morgan, and then Blake tells Isabel to do the deed, and then the Star of Melbourne on Morgan to score the pin and the win. Isabel can finally say she has pinned Liv Morgan and has finally defeated Liv Morgan for the first time ever in her career. Oh man. The standouts now have a glamorous new ally to their ranks. You got a little carried away there, Isabel. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time. Well, before we get to our main event, we've got... Dun, 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 I'm on do, 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 do. Please welcome the host of WrestleMania, John Cena. Well, before we get to our main event, John Cena is here. He's back out here to address the WWE Universe. Have you all been enjoying WrestleMania, London? Good, good. That's good to hear. Give it up for our new women's tag team champions, Isabel and Kalani Jordan. No? You didn't like that? Well, what about our new United States champion, Randy Orton? And our first ever women's United States champion, Thea Hale. Great to hear. I'm out here to announce the attendance for tonight's show. Tonight's attendance is 71,486 fans in attendance here tonight. Wow. That is a lot of fans here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, tonight, it is now time for the main event. JR, has tonight been a slobber knocker? It has, John. It has. Well, I hope you're all ready for our main event. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Well, John Cena says goodbye. And now it's time for our main event. The World Heavyweight title is on the line. Aleister Black, the man who won the Season 13 Royal Rumble, will be looking to end CM Punk's reign as World Heavyweight Champion here tonight. Well, CM Punk's been champion for over 200 days. He's been a fighting champion. But tonight, he has his toughest challenge. He takes on a man who has been playing a lot of mind games with him, Aleister Black. Can Aleister Black finally reach the mountaintop? Or will CM Punk prove once again why he is truly the best in the world? I've just realised the WrestleMania graphics are Blair Davenport's, the blue skulls and all that. I've realised it's actually Blair Davenport's Tron graphics. It kind of fits. No man is ever truly good. No man is ever truly evil. I do the things you never could, and they will never be equal. Dun 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 dun. No man is ever truly good. No man is ever truly evil. I do the things you never could, but we will never be equal. The band that performs Aleister Black's theme, playing Aleister Black to the ring. Yeah, the band that plays the theme of Aleister Black, playing him to the ring, will never take away by the victim. So take the pressure, release the pressure. The people of Pride Magenta, you think we're calling you out? Well, Aleister Black tonight in his first main event of WrestleMania looks to become World Heavyweight Champion. I know Kiana isn't likable either, but neither is Julia. We know the breakup was coming at some point. But like I said, I would rather Julia. If I had to pick one, I would say Julia. I would say Julia over Kiana. Look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality. I know your anger. I know your dreams. I've been everything you wanna be. Oh, I'm the cult of personality. And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 220 pounds. He is the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk. Servers were down earlier. Couldn't access trophies or download anything from the store. I didn't have anything. Nothing strange happened on my end. It might have been because I was out most of the day. Living Color playing CM Punk to the ring as CM Punk looks to have another successful title defense. Do you think this is going to be CM Punk's toughest challenge as World Heavyweight Champion? I think it very well could be. I was here during CM Punk's 435-day reign as World Heavyweight Champion. I was on commentary when I watched CM Punk win the WWE title at the Survivor Series. CM Punk is an amazing, amazing athlete. And I've watched Aleister Black during his days in the House of Black in the other company. Aleister Black is very dangerous, and very lethal with his devastating kicks. Yeah, Aleister Black is very, very lethal. in his striking. His strikes are very dangerous. You know, if I was CM Punk, I'd be trying to avoid those lethal kicks as much as possible. Whoa. Yeah, like that. Yeah, stuff like that is what CM Punk's got to watch out for. Whoa. Oh, CM Punk trying to hang up Alistair out to dry. That's it, honey. Zelina Vega on the outside watching her husband. Will she be watching him achieve history, becoming the first Dutch-born superstar to ever win the World Heavyweight title? Yeah, no one from the land of Netherlands has ever been world champion. Can Alistair Black achieve that goal here tonight, here in the main event of night 1 of WrestleMania? We've got a huge night 2 coming up tomorrow. Massive night 2. Jamie Hayter, Becky Lynch for the Women's World Championship. Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker for the WWE title. And of course, Tessa Blanchard will put her WrestleMania winning streak up for grabs against Alexa Bliss. Oh, and much more. And now Alistair Black. Oh, with a vicious knee strike. Vicious knee strike to Punk to put him away, and Punk manages to hold on. And you cannot forget about history. The Women's Intercontinental title will take place between Stephanie Vaquer and Paige, who will become the first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion here in Universe Mode. And Tribal Combat between Roman Reigns and Trick Williams. I cannot believe Trick Williams would actually even want to fight Roman Reigns in Tribal Combat. I think Trick Williams might have been bitten off more than he could chew in that regard. Oh! Yep, the tag team titles are yours, Isabel. And CM Punk, hits the exposed turnbuckle. Black Master put Punk away. Come on, Charles. Zelina Vega obviously not happy, as Zelina was the one that exposed the turnbuckle pad to try and give Alistair the advantage. And now look at this painful submission here by Alistair. Look at this painful submission by Alistair, trying to force CM Punk into submission. Will CM Punk tap out? That is a devastating submission. That is a painful submission. And a very devastating version of an Achilles tendon. Oh, look out, went for that flying knee again. And now the Vice locked in. The Vice is locked in on Black. Is Black gonna tap? Will Black tap? Will Alistair Black tap out? But Black manages to hold on. Oh, and Black again with that vicious knee strike. Oh, look at this, and now back into the submission. And now back into this devastating submission he's been utilizing on CM Punk. This submission hold once again, the Achilles tendon. Alistair Black continuing to target the leg of CM Punk. You know what he was trying to do, right? He's trying to weaken that leg so that way CM Punk will have no way to hit the go to sleep. It's a great strategy by Alistair. It is a great strategy by Alistair. Weaken the legs of CM Punk so that way he cannot use that go to sleep. Once again, back into the Achilles tendon, back into that devastating submission. And now CM Punk is in a world of trouble as Alistair continues to hammer away on that leg of CM Punk. And now, look out! Was looking for the. And now, another Black Mass! And another Black Mass to put away Punk! Oh, and Punk puts his foot on the rope! Saving himself! Punk puts his foot on the rope to save himself the last minute! Alistair Black cannot believe that CM Punk is still fighting. CM Punk may be a grizzled veteran, but he's still got a lot of fight left in him. And Aleister Black again back with the submission. And Aleister again back into that devastating submission. The Achilles tendon. Punk, you can now, Punk is now really starting to feel the pain. The submission is really starting to hurt Punk's leg. Will Punk give up here? Seeing Aleister Black apply a move to his arsenal really shows the kind of man he is. Oh, look at this. And look at this. Oh, and the go to sleep. Will that be enough to put away for Aleister Black to retain? Oh, he kicks out. Right, another Cody Gunther match in 2 weeks. Awesome. Can't wait. And now CM Punk heading up to the top rope. And now Zelina Vega providing the distraction. And Zelina Vega distracting CM Punk. Well, I think we know what Punk was going for. He wanted that elbow drop. Oh! Another black mass. But now back to the submission again. Aleister really wants to win with this submission. Will Punk tap? Aleister Black really wants to make the best in the world give up. He really wants to make the best in the world give up. This deadly submission move. Is CM Punk going to submit? Will the best in the world tap out to Aleister Black in this painful submission? I like Aleister's strategy. You got to hand it to Aleister Black. He's doing everything. He is doing everything right. Staying on top of Punk. Targeting a body part. Big power slam by Punk. And now Punk has a second wind. And now Punk's got a second wind. And now Punk heads up. And there's the second City Stain elbow. And there's the elbow drop. Oh, look at this. Oh my God, Punk trying to lift Aleister up while dealing with that knee. And there it is, the go to sleep. Will this be it? Punk makes Aleister fade to black. No! Look in my eyes. What do you see? Wow, what a main event. Here is your winner and still World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk. Wow, what a main event. What a match. CM Punk survives a grueling match with Aleister Black in our main event. What a slobber knocker that was. Aleister Black and CM Punk put on the best match on WrestleMania, I feel. Well, Aleister Black has nothing to be ashamed of. What a performance by Aleister Black here tonight, proving that he belongs in the main event. Oh, look who's coming out here. Here comes AJ Lee. The new WWE Women's Champion comes to the ring. And AJ Lee and CM Punk celebrate together. SmackDown now has the best couple in the world as the top dogs of Friday Night SmackDown. The World Heavyweight and the WWE Women's titles now in the hands of Punk and AJ Lee. What an incredible show. Thank you for joining us. And of course, good night. What the hell? What the hell? Who the hell was that? Someone just walked into the Someone just walked into the arena. Who the hell was it? AJ and Punk look confused. Dun 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 dun. Holy shit! Oh my god! The rumors were true! The hottest free agent in pro wrestling has joined WWE! Hangman Adam Page! Oh my god! It looked like CM Punk has just seen a ghost! Oh my god! Holy shit! 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 My god! The chant speaks for itself, Cole! CM Punk staring into the eyes of a ghost of his past! And CM Punk and AJ Lee leaving. Oh my goodness, who would have thought we'd ever see this? What a shocking moment! Hangman Adam Page is here, and Hangman Adam Page has made his WWE debut at the grandest stage of them all. CM Punk look into the eyes of a ghost as he and AJ leave the arena. My God, what does this mean? I tell you what it means. It's some cowboy shit. That's what it means.